Hello, it's me, French Ted, and we are back for WWE Smackdown, and we are getting closer and closer and closer to the Elimination Chamber. There's 3 more Smackdowns, but it's essentially less than 2 weeks away now. Oh no, it's 2 weeks away, sorry, not less than. Silly me. Yeah, we're here for Smackdown. Not much has happened in the world of not booking Smackdown. We've got a few more contract offers that we've put in. That's the referee. That is Del Toro. That is Asuka. And yeah, we saw that Mariah May was expiring, so you know, why not, I guess. And then we've also, so it says here that we vacated Dragon Lee and Candice Gargano or Candice LeRae's Speed Championships. It's because even though we retired the belts, it didn't take it off of them, which I thought was a little bit silly. They still had the belts under their pictures, and that just kind of annoyed me. So I had to go in and vacate the belts as well as retire them. So apparently, you know, their runs have been going on for another month and a half. Jordan Grace as well called up from NXT to the main roster. We can just quickly take a look at that. And I also updated her picture because why not? There we go. So I added a new image in for Jordan Grace. I'm sure by the time that this video comes out, there's a whole host of new images. But I'm in... What's the date today? Okay, WrestleMania hasn't even happened yet in real life when I'm recording this. And I think this will probably come out like mid-end of May, if my scheduling in my head makes sense. So, yeah, Jordan Grace is now with us. The reason why it still says she's in developmental is because I only just did it on like Friday the 21st of Feb. So I think tomorrow that will then disappear. But yeah, not much else to discuss. We're going to crack on. Hopefully we can turn this downward into an upward. And we have already renewed Kevin Owens. Okay, good. So yeah, let's just go straight into WWE Smackdown, where we have the semi-finals of the #1 Contenders tournament. So we will find out today, 1, who the finalists are, and 2, who the final competitors are in the Elimination Chamber match. Alright, let's get straight into it. And what a way to kick off WWE Smackdown than with our American Iron Woman, the United States Women's Champion, Chelsea Green, as she looks to defend her US title, I believe, for the first time in the series, as she is taking on Ivy Nile. A huge entrance here, 92% from Chelsea Green. I mean, yeah, beautiful. Let's move on to the match. And yeah, I didn't think it was going to be a great match, not going to lie. I think Ivy dragged it down massively, which is a shame. What is Chelsea's popularity? We'll have to take a look at that. But whoa, Ivy got a big drop in pop. That's not good. But either way, few notes about this match. During the match, Ivy Nile obviously using her strength and technical ability to kind of overcome Chelsea slightly, but Chelsea then suddenly fakes a wardrobe malfunction. You know, her strap's fallen down. Oh no. So the referee's like, wait one sec, checking on her as Piper hits Ivy with a devastating clothesline, allowing Chelsea to then go, haha, it's fixed, and then hit Ivy Nile with the unprettier and secure the win. So Chelsea successfully defends her Women's United States Championship. 40% crowd reaction, 2-star match quality, 50% overall. Really gonna have to take a look at some popularity. I'll wait until Chamber, because why not? But I might even just take a look at the popularity as a whole in the WWE and just up a few people, lower a few people, just to kind of make it feel more where I think they should be, if that makes sense. Like, for example, I think Chelsea gets a great reaction almost all the time, so her popularity shouldn't be bringing this down, so I'm assuming it is Ivy. But yeah, we'll see. Moving on though, we head backstage where Seth Rollins is with Kathy Kelly as he reacts to, you know, the recent events that have happened to him. He just goes, look, Logan's a schmuck and a huge thorn in my side, but even if he wasn't around last week, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't at my best, and that is completely on me. But don't worry, in a couple of weeks, Elimination Chamber's here, and I will be at the top of my game and 100% focused on walking out WWE Undisputed Champion. No one is going to stop me now. So yeah, just a nice little promo here from Seth Rollins with Kathy Kelly, just commenting on, you know, being eliminated last week, but also by being eliminated you end up in the chamber, so it's kind of like a win-win in a way. So Seth has his sights set on winning the Elimination Chamber. The final 2 participants we will find out later in this show. Of course, Logan Paul is not in the tournament finals, and he's not in the Elimination Chamber because apparently he's injured. Apparently. But he didn't look so injured last week, did he? Well. But speaking of the tournament, our first tournament semi-final is here, and it is Rey Mysterio taking on Jacob Faru. The winner goes to Elimination Chamber in the tournament finals. The loser goes to Elimination Chamber in the Elimination Chamber. Let's continue. And in a pretty good match, not gonna lie, it is Rey Mysterio that ends up with the surprise victory, handing Jacob Faru, I believe, his first loss of the series. We went for a steal the show, and it really worked. Both men are riding a wave of momentum right now. Rey Mysterio on some kind of resurgence. You know, he's 50-year-old. He's like 50-something now, isn't he? But he's killing it. Definitely impressing everyone. Huge win here. Jacob Faru doing really good here with the intimidating presence. You know, it's the big man versus the little man. Always works in Rey's favour. He loves those kind of matches. Michael Hayes did a really good job producing this. 87 reaction from the crowd. A 77 match quality, which, you know, is fine, with an 83 overall, which means Rey Mysterio is in the tournament finals. So it will be him taking on either Carmelo Hayes or AJ Styles, which is our main event match later on tonight. And Jacob Faru is now in the Elimination Chamber. What a dangerous man to have in the chamber. Yeah, very exciting. We will, of course, recap the tournament after this show just to fully confirm the finals and the participants. Participants. It's early. Leave me alone. But following on from this, though, we head backstage as Tiffany Stratton claps back at Bianca and Alexa. And there's in quite a short interview with Kayla Braxton, because Kayla catches her off guard. You know, she wants to talk to Tiffany, as Tiffany now has to prepare for her match tonight against Zelina Vega in non-title competition, but also has to be mentally prepared for Bianca and potentially Alexa Bliss further down the line. As Tiffany kind of just snaps and just says, look, Bianca, you're old news. I dealt with you once, and I'll do it again. And Alexa is just yesterday's horror movie. So forgettable. And this is my spotlight. This is my Smackdown. This is my WWE Women's Championship. And no one is going to take it from me. Okay? Now let me prepare for my match. As she kind of storms off and heads towards the ring, because it is Tiffany Stratton, Zelina Vega up next. So yeah, Tiffany's a little bit rattled. I mean, I would be too. You've got the creepy, scary Alexa Bliss hovering and looming around you should you retain your title. But you also have to deal with Bianca Belair, who is arguably one of the best women on our roster. So yeah, a huge feat ahead of Tiffany Stratton. Let's see if she can step up and overcome. But first, she has to overcome Zelina Vega, which, let's be honest, she does. And yeah, decent match, to be fair, 69. I thought that Zelina would kind of drop this a little bit. But yeah, a huge match here for Tiffany, made to look like a threat, so it really helped with her popularity. 71 crowd reaction, really good. 66 match quality, not as good. But 69, nice. We never complain about a 69. But yeah, Tiffany gets the win, building that momentum. She's riding away from momentum. Long may that continue. And Zelina Vega just had to be the one to be thrown under Tiffany this time round. Yeah, not much else to say about this one. A nice win. It's always good to get the champions wrestling, because sometimes they become forgotten. Because they're a champion, they feel like they can't just have willy-nilly matches. Never thought I'd say willy-nilly in 2025, but here we go. let's just move on from this match, because we're speaking to Carmelo Hayes backstage. Kathy Kelly is doing double duty as she speaks with Carmelo, who obviously has to prepare for his main event match tonight against AJ Styles. So Mello is with Kathy. I've been calling him Mello quite a lot. I might just change his name to Mello. I don't know. No, that's pulling a WWE, isn't it? You know, oh, no longer Alexander Rusev, it's now Rusev. No longer, I'm trying to think of another example now, no longer Humberto Carrillo, it's now Berto. But yeah, Carmelo Hayes is with Kathy Kelly as he discusses his upcoming semi-final and mentions Trick Williams as well. Melo says that he's here to prove everyone wrong. You know, he started this year with doubt because Cody kind of just tossed him to the side, but now this is his chance to prove to not only Cody but to everyone that he's got a few tricks up his sleeve, and AJ is going to witness them tonight. And speaking of tricks, Carmelo says that he's pretty happy to see Trick Williams finally make the step up to the main roster. He says that it'll be cool to run it back in the ring with him on SmackDown one day in the future. Maybe when Carmelo Hayes is WWE champion, he'll give him a shot. So yeah, Carmelo oozing confidence. Can he make it to the finals? We'll have to wait and see later on tonight. But that will be our main event. We've still got another match or two, I think, before we get to the main event. But yeah, it should be a good one. Let's hope Carmelo Hayes actually has chemistry with someone this time, or at least not bad chemistry, because so far he's building quite the list of people that he's not good in the ring with, and that's not good if you want to go far in this series. But first though, we have tag team action, and it is the team of Tama Tonga and Tangaloa as they take on Pretty Deadly. I'm assuming we can't call them Gorillas of Destruction or GOD in the WWE series, so we're just going to call them Tama Tonga and Tangaloa. And a very rare appearance in ring from Tangaloa, something I'm not too keen to do often. But Tama Tonga gets the win. You know, he was the star of this. He was made to look like a threat, so yeah, he gets a bump in popularity. Unfortunately, it is at the cost of Pretty Deadly. 64 crowd reaction, 65 match quality, 64 overall. Not the best, but hey ho, we move on. But Tama Tonga and Tangaloa win the match with ease, and post-match we see Tama Tonga signalling that he and Tangaloa have their sights on tag team gold. You know, they do the whole gesture around their waist, they point to the back, you know, even Solo's in the outside the ring being like, yeah boy, let's do this. So yeah, let's see, are they going to step up to face DIY? I mean, DIY have got plenty of competition at the moment for well, not competition, plenty of contenders, I guess, for their title. And could Tama Tonga and Tangaloa be one of them? Heading backstage now, and Chelsea Green is backstage, you know, kind of resting up after her hard-fought win, when Naomi, who just is relentless, confronts Chelsea and says that now she's defended her title, maybe she'd have no problem defending it again. Let's say Elimination Chamber. Chelsea stops Naomi before she can even continue or suggest such a ridiculous thing, claiming that she's actually booked holiday over Elimination Chamber weekend, so it's actually impossible to do so. As Piper Niven kind of stares down Naomi and they walk off. So yeah, apparently Chelsea Green's got the weekend off over Elimination Chamber, so she won't be competing, which means Naomi won't have the opportunity to face her for the title. But I'm sure at some point Naomi will get her match if she continues winning and continues doing what she's doing. But this is it. We are now in main event territory. AJ Styles makes his entrance. Carmelo Hayes makes his entrance. Hopefully this will be a good match. Who do you think is going to make the finals, providing you didn't hear what I said at the end of the last episode? Let's find out. And 86, a 5-star match. And what? No way. No way. AJ Styles and Kamala Hayes have good chemistry. That's incredible. Do you not think? Do you not think that's incredible? We were talking every week about how Hayes has no chemistry with anyone. He's got bad chemistry. Doesn't have chemistry with anyone. And now he does. Amazing. But yeah, 5-star main event match. They stole the show, definitely. AJ Styles riding a wave of momentum. Carlo Hayes riding a wave of momentum. They both put in huge effort. Carmelo Hayes was fatigued going into the match, so that's not good. I mean, what? The interview gassed him out. What's that all about? They've got great chemistry. That's awesome. That's something I'm going to note down and remember. Putting on an incredible match only helps raise the pop of everyone. So Hayes didn't take as huge of a dip in pop, but of course he still took a little hit. And of course AJ jumps in popularity. My goodness, he deserves that main event push that we've just given him. So AJ Styles is now in the final at Elimination Chamber. It will be him versus Rey Mysterio. 80 crowd reaction, 93 match quality, and an 86 overall. So the finals of the tournament and the chamber lineup are finalized. So Wade Barrett and Joe Tessitore put over the fact that it will now be Cody Rhodes, our WWE Undisputed Champion, looking to defend his belt at Elimination Chamber against Seth Rollins, LA Knight, Shinsuke Nakamura, Jacob Fatu, and Carmelo Hayes. I think Tama Tonga's there just because he's the manager of Jacob Fatu. So Tama Tonga's not in the match, I promise. Yeah. And then we go on to confirm as well that it will be Rey Mysterio versus AJ Styles for the #1 contendership for the WWE Undisputed title and a place at WrestleMania. So we end the match. AJ still in the ring celebrating as Rey Mysterio comes down to the ramp to stare down his opponent for Elimination Chamber. Now I believe that is every match on the card finalized and confirmed, but we won't do a full confirmation until closer to the time. So let's end the show, see how we did. There we go. SmackDown's the show right now. I mean, I find Raw so hard to book. I don't know why I struggle so much. It's really hard to book Raw, whereas SmackDown, I'm just having fun. I'm enjoying this. Maybe we need to do a tournament over on Raw. That might help. I think that's the trouble. When you've got too many big names, it's hard to fit them all in naturally. Advance, yep, and advance. Cool. So let's get through to Monday. Let's see if Mariah May wants to sign with us. I'm sure AEW will put a counter offer in, but we did almost double, I think, what she wanted. So let's see. So summary of SmackDown. Yeah, we made a bunch of money. Let's just quickly check the tournament before anything else. Here we go. So AJ Styles, Rey Mysterio are in the main event. That will happen at Elimination Chamber. And then all of these white names, except Logan Paul, sorry, will be in that match. So no signing news here. Anyone here that we want to sign? No, I think we've signed enough people, let's be honest. Let's move over to Sunday, see if Mariah replies to us. Not someone that I initially wanted to sign. You could see that she wasn't in my shortlist. But now she's available. I mean, why not? There are rumours in real life at the time of recording that she's going to sign with WWE in real life. So who knows? Have I just predicted the future again? I don't know. We've got some mail. So Asuka has re-signed. I think we just did a 1-year deal for her. No, 2-year deal. 2-year? 2-year deal, yeah. Finalised contract. Oh, there it is. Let's do it last. So referee, you're in. For some reason, I gave Del Toro a 4-year contract. I'm not too sure why. But he's here now for 4 years. And Mariah May is in WWE. Wow. That's a big signing. And I have no idea what to do with her. But yeah, let's finalize the contract. And she's in. Let's get to Monday. And I don't think she'll be available straight away. I think we need to wait for her contract to currently end. I think that's how it works, but we'll see. She'll be on our roster, I know that. And maybe we can assign her a brand. I might just knock her down to NXT. I don't know if that'll piss her off. Let's find out. Title match request. Hey, boss. I want to take the next step in my career. I think I could do with a title match. I'd like to compete for a title before the 24th of April. So that's after WrestleMania, right? Yeah. Okay. Accept. Sure. We can give you a match. Of course, we're better than both of those. What roster's Natalya on? Natalya is on SmackDown, is she not? Can't spell Natalya. Cool. So if she wants a match against Chelsea, she could have one if she wants, I guess. Last time we saw her was Royal Rumble. We need to change that. We got to get some more Natalya on our screen. And then let's just look at Mariah. She's not there yet. Okay. Mariah May is not there just yet, which means I'm assuming she hasn't fully signed, I guess. Buddy Matthews leaves AEW. Why? Why? Sorry, guys. I just need to check this. He's not under Buddy, though, is he? Yes, he is. Nice. He's unemployed. Oh, he's active. He's available. He's got good stats. Oh, his popularity's not the best. I mean, it's Demi Bennett's husband. Cedric's someone I'd want to bring back. You know what? You know what? Let's stick him in NXT. Why not? Mid-card. Mid-card NXT. Let's go upper mid in NXT. We'll go heel. And we'll go... Let's just stop randomly. Okay, none of this works. Narcissist? In love with themselves? No, that wouldn't work for him. Nerd. New Age Outlaw. Ninja. No gimmick needed. Obnoxious. Think they're better than everyone else. Yeah, that kind of works. Let's see if he'll accept. But wait, let's just search Mariah. Because she did sign, right? Mariah May. Yes, okay. So that expires the 22nd of March. So I'm assuming 22nd of March, she'll then join us. So yeah, it's actually quite a way away. Okay, so we don't have to worry about Mariah for a while. That's cool. That's cool. That's absolutely fine. How does she do in her matches? 66, 68. Pop's okay. Skills are more than fine. London, England. Big up London. I don't live in London. I live just outside it. But hey ho. The only last thing for us to check, which we always do, is the other shows. I think it would just be Collision, surely. That's this one. This one was our most recent, right? Yes. Okay. So Friday. There's another in New Japan. Is there any title matches? Yep. El Desperado continues to retain, and David Finlay loses to Tanahashi. Let's go to Saturday and look at Collision, where Layla Gray is getting some TV time. Whoa, go on, Layla. But Yuka Takazaki gets the win there. The Vendetta are just unbeaten. Like they're running it in AEW. John Moxley defeats Hook. Of course. Like, there has to be some kind of penalty, surely. Let's carry on. I think there's another New Japan show. Any title matches? Yep, Goto defends again. Go on, Goto. And I think... Oh, wait, we've got Sunday. Any pay-per-views? No, none that we want to watch. Unless we want to watch Diana on pay-per-view. Let's look at the main event of Diana. There we go. But I think that's it. That's it for this one. Thank you very much for watching, guys. We have got Raw. I think we've got 2 lots of Raw and SmackDown left. And it's Elimination Chamber time. So, yeah. Let's just keep steamrolling and cracking on. Yeah. Thank you for watching, everyone. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see all of you, I hope, in the next one.